Whether you're starting up or scaling up,
What up, three times? What up, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up? Good morning. Welcome to the Wake and Bake Show, your daily Philly sports vocabulary, motivational, interactive, philosophy, gaming show. And I'm your host, the Fancy Clown. Welcome to the show. Hope you got your coffees ready. I got mine. Red October, right? Hope you got your smokes if you're smoking. If you're smoking, smoke. If you're not smoking, don't smoke. Got your coffee, got your waters. I got my water ready. Now, let's get into the music. Oh, oh. If I was to, will I ever get this time back? If I lose it, will I ever get my mind back? If I ignore it, will I ever get the signs back? If I give up, then I never get this. I'm gonna fight back. What up, Azor? I'm gonna fight back. It's good to see you, bro. I'm gonna fight back. I'm gonna fight back. Not afraid to dream yet. Not afraid to visit places I ain't been yet. Not afraid to sit down with my team yet. I ain't finna give up on my dream yet. Nobody's heard this song before. This is, I can guarantee this is the first time anybody heard this. If I waste it, will I ever get this time back? If I lose it, will I ever get my mind back? If I ignore it, will I ever get the signs back? If I give up, then I never get this. I'm gonna fight back. I'm gonna fight back. I'm gonna fight back. I'm gonna fight back. Not afraid to dream yet. Not afraid to visit places I ain't been yet. Not afraid to sit down with my team yet. I ain't finna give up on my dream yet.
Oh, that was fast. A little bit about that song. Let's see. I don't remember writing that shit. I do remember that I didn't write. That shit was all freestyle. It was off the top of the head. I don't remember what year it was, but based on the time, it was about 2020. It was the beginning of 2020. Right before pandemic, I imagine. And yeah, it was one of those things. I made the beat, I heard it, I was like, I should jump on that. And then I didn't write anything down, and I made that. And I know I ain't show that shit to nobody because I never looked at it as a song. So I just converted it like a couple of days ago. So yeah, with that said, let me show y'all the setup before we get into this word. That's my ashtray. This is my computer. And my computer goes to this interface. The interface is plugged into the microphone above my head. You got the green screen that you can't see behind me. That's my ring light. And that's my Xbox with my TV and yeah, Elgato down there. Where the Elgato at? There it is, to the right there. All right, so that's the setup. Soon to be upgraded. I promise. Anyway, how y'all doing? Good to be here. What up to my man Azor? I know he in here. If you're in the chat, please say hi. You know what I'm saying? So I can acknowledge your presence. Let's get on to the word of the day, man. So if you see the top of this episode, let me drink some coffee. If you see the top of this episode, you see the word of the day. It's apt. Hey, yo, man, I've been killing these one-syllable words, bro. There's way more out there than I imagined there would be. I know I went on a mission, and I've been hitting my target left and right, bro. All right, let's see. Is it here? Hey, yo, I had time to kind of prepare a little bit today. Hopefully it pays off. We'll see. So here's apt. Apt. See how they say it.
Apt. Apt.
Okay. So, apt. What's cool about apt is it has. So the first meaning is like appropriate, right? So it's literally like an abbreviation for appropriate. Like that's appropriate. That's apt, right? Apt is way easier. But the other meaning is completely distinctive from that, and that's the good meaning. That's the better meaning. Like this is how it gets used more commonly, I would imagine. But this one has a little bit more nuance to it, which is having a tendency to do something. So somebody is apt to do something, right? Apt, like it's just kind of within your nature. Like you're apt to do that shit, right? Now that's kind of cool. And then this third one is also a third completely different meaning, which is cool as heck. Cause I use these Johns. Like I've used this word in all three of these different ways. And the third is like quick to learn. Yeah, he's very apt in that skill set, or he like an aptitude test. You know what I'm saying? So that's the third part of this. So 3-letter word, 3 distinctive definitions, all one word, one pronunciation. That's a whole lot in a small package. That's a lot in a small package. So I appreciate that word. I've been using that word for a long time. It's one of them obvious ones, but what I felt like was worth highlighting particularly was the fact that it has 3 distinctive definitions. Like you don't typically find that in such a small package. So I'm appreciative of that. Since it seems like there's nobody with very much to say at the moment, I'm going to go ahead and talk about these Phillies. We dominated. Everything looked good. Every phase of the game. I actually did I filled out a play card for the first time in my life. It's crazy. But it's no point in going over all of that. What I know is we look very, very good. There's nothing I have to worry about. I don't have any concerns. Those Marlins was completely taken aback by the crowd. Everybody talked about the crowd. The announcer even said that, yo, whoever that dude was that said they should stand up for Trey Turner, he should get a ring. So it's lovely to see that Philadelphia fans, they said we turned it around. They said that we was like toxic and cancerous before, but now we're actually like supportive and we like that, 26 man on a roster. You know what I'm saying? So that's dope. That's fly. That's like changing the energy all around. And I take personal credit for getting a lot of people into baseball. It has been my mission since 2019 to make people love baseball. And I can honestly say I feel really, really gratified in how this whole thing is turning out. Now, let's see where we gonna go after that, cause I ain't gonna spend too much. You know what I'm saying? The government, I don't know if I reported this, but the government basically announced that they got refunded for like 45 more days. But I think that was about 3 days ago. So y'all got a little bit more time. Save your food stamps. If you work for the government, save everything. Try your best, like, not to run out of resources, because you don't know how this is going to affect the people around you, because it may not be you who's directly affected, but it may be all your neighbors, and it may be everybody who shops at the same grocery store that you shop at. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not expecting widespread panic, but I am expecting to be affected by it. So I ran into this yesterday. This joint was dope as heck. I was loving it. All right, so check this out. Tell me how y'all feel about this. Azor, I know you here. I don't know if you can say anything, but let me know how you feel about this. Sound.
Children, just watch this.
In a nutshell, the reason that gifted kids get addicted to video games is one very, very, very simple reason. It can all be reduced to this. Games match the pace of the child and school doesn't. My first day of first grade, I moved schools. I gave them, I got a worksheet. I did the worksheet. I gave it back to them. And I said, can I have the next one? And she's like, what do you mean the next one? It's like, the next one, like whatever's next. Like, I'm done with this. We've got class for another 45 minutes. I'm done with this. Can I have the next one? And she's like, there is no next one. I'm like, what? Now, here's the really addictive thing about a video game. What happens when you don't beat level 1? You replay level 1. And what happens when you beat level 1? You go straight to level 2. And if you beat level 2, you go straight to level 3. You beat level 3, you go straight to level 4. So games perfectly match the challenge that a human being is capable of.
Why are video games so addictive to children?
Okay. So I saw that, I don't know when I saw it. Okay. Sorry, I got caught up reading this comment from Johnny H216. Because I felt like he might be adding something to it. Anyway, so my thoughts on this is fairly obvious, I guess. I do agree with it. I don't want to have to agree with it because I've been trying to avoid playing video games for most of my life. But when it comes to school, I can say that I can relate the ball as far as the stimulation situation. Like, you go in there, they give you one thing to do, you do the one thing, and then after you're finished doing the one thing, they tell you to sit there and shut the fuck up for the rest of the period and don't distract any of the other students who are caught up on the one thing, right? But here's the thing, right? I made most of my friends from finishing my work fast and then looking at them dead in their face like, you need help? I can help you. Now, I had a bad habit of going to sleep so as not to get in trouble, because the way that we got graded when I was a young boy was it was like A through F for the academic, and then it was 1 through 3 for the behavior. So I have literally had A3s. Like, I have classes where I performed as high as you could perform academically, but performed as low as you could perform behaviorally. How is that possible? Well, let me explain. Because they give your boy a piece of paper, and then they make it kind of cool. All right, I'm stimulated, I'm done. And now I'm done. So what am I going to do? I'm going to look at this student, and I'm going to say, yo, you need some help. Or I've already done that weeks prior. So he going to look at me and be like, yo, you finished already? Can you help me? Right? And I'm not going to say no, right? That's my homie. We got a rapport. We established this. So now I'm sitting here trying to figure out how to help the homie. I want to teach him, and you're trying to stop me from teaching him, right? Not even just giving him the answers. I'm trying to teach him. You're trying to stop me from teaching him. So now I'm disruptive. Now he's disruptive. And now he's struggling because you ain't let me help him. Right? So you do that every day. And then after you do that, once you're tired of fucking getting in trouble, what you end up doing is you just put your head down and go to sleep. And I've done that in so many classes. Anybody who knows me can attest to it. Anybody who went to school with me can attest to it. I was a sleeping in class all day kind of guy. But that's after I finished my work. And that's just how it was. Now, I think I could have been a little bit of a, how do you say it? I don't want to put my issues on nobody or blame anybody for my own personal development. But as a kid, I think if I would have started off in a younger grade, just kind of being given level after level to be able to achieve, just based on how curious or how apt or how proficient I was at whatever it was that I was doing, I think that I would have kept going. I think that I would have kept going and going and going and going. I mean, I was in like a MG type of situation, but even with that, there was a limit to how much work they was willing to give me. I had one great teacher who, if I finished a book, even though the whole rest of the class was reading that book, if I finished, because I would see, I took reading as a challenge. I had people in my life who wanted me to read and was like, yo, reading is important. So you're going to read an hour every night. So I was like, all right, word. So with that, you get through about, I don't know how fast motherfuckers read, but I get through about a good maybe 20, 30 pages in an hour, depending on the reading level of the book. So you give me a 200-page book. If it's good, I'm done that shit in about 2 days, maybe. You know what I'm saying? If it's not good and I'm just looking at it as an assignment, then I'm finished it the first week. But the thing is, you used it for the whole semester, right? So I'm finished it the first week. So I come into class, everybody's like, yeah, so we talking about chapter 4. I'm like, yeah, yo, wait till you see chapter 7. That shit crazy. And they like, whoa, hold up, right? So now the teacher is like, wow, this is somewhat disruptive. Let me get this motherfucker another book. So she gives me another book by the same author. I come back next week, I finish that book. And she's like, wow, did you like it? I'm like, I loved it. She's like, you want to write a report on it for extra credit? I'm like, hell yeah. So it took her making the effort of giving me the book. You know what I'm saying? But that was it, though. Now, let me relate that to my young boy, man. I've been reading my young boy. He's making so much progress. It's amazing. I love it. And why is he making progress? Because I'm actually making an active effort to read with him every day. Because he's reading every day, he's becoming really good at it. And because he's becoming really good at it, he's becoming more curious and he's wanting to stretch his muscles. He's wanting to stretch his little reading muscles. You know what I'm saying? So he's trying new shit. He's trying to pronounce things different ways. He's pronouncing different words. He's looking at words that are big as hell and trying to challenge himself. So that's cool as hell. Yesterday we was reading, as I mentioned on here, we read every morning. So we was reading the biography of Theodore Roosevelt and shit, which is crazy to me because that's like, he brought that shit home. But my name's Theodore, dog. I've read about Theodore Roosevelt a lot in my life, as you can imagine, right? Namesake type shit. But then also, my favorite book that I ever owned as a child was on presidents. So I know a good bit about the presidents. And Theodore Roosevelt clearly was my fucking favorite, right? So this shit crazy. I read his autobiography. He got 3 of them. I read 2. All right, so anyway, my young boy's got this biography on Theodore Roosevelt. So we get on the section where Theodore's growing up and he becomes a police commissioner in New York. And he became a police commissioner in New York. And my young boy read the part where they said, but he discovered so many police were breaking the law. They were working with criminals and accepting money to help criminals to commit crimes. My young boy read that sentence and was like, what? I was like, yeah, it's called corruption. It's widespread. It's an issue everywhere. He's like, the cops making crime? I'm like, yeah, bro, it's ridiculous. But if they commit crimes, then who's going to stop them? You asking real good questions, my brother. So that was amazing because, as I mentioned before, kids reading and learning shit from reading, that's something that they do after. You know what I mean? Before, in the beginning stages, they learning to read. But I done tied my Eagles too tight, baby. Go Birds! In the beginning stages, they learning to read. But now they reading to learn. So my young boy just learned about corruption through the biography of Theodore Roosevelt. I'm very, very proud. I'm very proud. All right. So, since we ain't got too much engagement right now, I'm going to just move it right on along. So Nikki, what's her name? Nikki Bullock. Nikki, y'all know who Nikki Bullock? Nikki Bullock is. So yesterday, I played this video. I don't want to go too deep, but I think it'll be in my bookmarks. Let me see if I got my bookmarks open yet. No, but I can get there. All right, so this shit happened over the weekend. Based on the traffic, it was probably like a Saturday. Oh no, yeah, to the no, yeah, to the no, to the no, no, no. I think this song's gonna get me fucked up, so I'm gonna go ahead and stop that. And I'm gonna full screen this. All right, so Bo's up there. He's jumping. He almost hurt himself. His gun fell out of his pants. I don't know if you guys can see that. His little pistol fell out of his pants. And now here go the chick, Nikki. He's like, yo, he puts the pistol on her face. I don't know what she's talking about. He almost headbutted her. That would have fucked her shit up. That would have knocked her teeth out, possibly. He ain't do it. Oh, nigga's fucking up the angle. She pushed this nigga over on a bike. And then leaned on her car. He's talking shit. There's 30 niggas. Let's go, Azor. She got a young boy. She pulls the young boy out the car. So anyway, that happened. Oh look, they go to cops. So that was like a whole like that shit played out like a movie. Like as I'm watching it now, I watched it like a couple times. First time I watched it, I was just like, emotions. But then the next time I watched it, and I was like, look at the details and shit. And then I was like, wait, what the fuck? I be hanging out here, nigga. I used to work a block from here. This is my spot. This is where I catch the bus at sometimes, or the train. So I'm looking and I'm like, all right. The first part is horrifying because like, what do you do? But then somebody was like, how come she ain't just back the car up while he was like stomping on her jaw? Well, maybe because she didn't want to fucking kill nobody in front of her kids. Dag, in front of his team. She H as shit. What's H? What up, King of Kings? Good to see you, man. My brother, good morning. Yeah, she G as shit, bro. She G as shit. I'm glad you said it. I'll go ahead and agree, though. So she didn't back the car up while he was on top of it because she didn't want off a nigga. But she got out the car. She addressed the situation. She confronted it. And everybody looked like a bitch to me. Everybody out there looked like a bitch to me. Obviously, except her. And she was the girl. Ain't that crazy? Ironic, right? So, you know how the internet go, right? Matter of fact, I'm going to go back to this video. And y'all know how it go. Comments be the best. I wrote that. Definitely my city. 15,000 views on that. Niggas trying to have to come up. They paying niggas, so I'm posting. Ain't no more women and babies off limits code. Society trash now, fam. Perhaps. That 45 would have been singing like Fantasia. Oh, niggas out here. I counted about 50 pussies. Ooh, he sounds like nearly what I said. Buddy would have been on a shirt. STG, I don't know what that means. Straight. I don't know. Track him down. Now, there you go. Track him down. Track him down. Right? See if we got anything else relevant. All right. So, hashtag her name, Nikki Bullock, hero. Right? Respect. Hashtag her name. This is the first thing that pop up. I'm doing my research right in front of y'all niggas. Mom who faced down biker thugs after one stomped on her car speaks out. All right, let's see. Maybe she got an interview. I ain't trying to click no other links right now. Is this it? This where I am? Yeah, maybe I gotta click a damn link. Daily Mail. Let's go. This is the UK, by the way. So this shit went far. Because this is an English outlet. Fearless mom who bravely faced down biker thugs after one stomped on her car, smashed through her rear window while her children, 5 and 2, were in the back seat, speaks out. I just want to protect my kids, she says. This Philly, baby. The woman who was caught on camera standing up to the biker who pulled a gun on her has spoken out. Nikki Bullock, 23, was traveling with her girlfriend and her 2 kids when they were attacked by a biker traveling with a mob of ATVs and quad bikes. See, this ain't the part I care for very much. Oh, let's hear her voice. Let's hear her voice. No. Come back. I want to see her voice sound brolic as shit. Damn, these just pictures? Fuck. I want to hear her voice, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna have to Google her now. I appreciate y'all patience. Sorry for the wait. By the way, The Rock is back in WWE. Yeah, bro, I was talking about that last week. I was like, he went out and was like, I told you, he went out and was like, this crowd of only 8,000 felt like a crowd of 80,000. Yeah, he was out there. He was tripping. Nikki Bullock. All right, well, let me tell y'all what actually happened, because I'm looking for it because I want to present it, but it's not going to work like that probably. I was looking at this shit yesterday, and some boy was like, found him, and then the boy was like, here's his IG, and this is his name, and so on and so forth. So the internet found Bull. So I don't know if it was any charges on Bull, but I know the internet found out who he is. So I think it's still playing out, because I think it's just a like today, yesterday, recent type of situation. But I know that this is Bull. This is his. Oh no, this ain't Bull. Where'd he go? Let's see. Did I completely lose it? No, I think I might have lost it, man. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry, guys. Mom speaks out. I just want to hear her voice. It was a little gun. But they found Bull. He a dickhead. Apparently he be fucking with bulls a lot. And they got videos of him and his gang just doing shit. Shit like that, harassing people. And he's gonna get caught. And he's like a white boy or whatever. But they spreading his name around. But I'm mad that I cannot find it. I'm slightly embarrassed. Sheesh. Yeah, definitely. But yeah, The Rock he's I feel like The Rock is getting it wherever he can get it. Like that dude, he would do whatever. He like Shaq. Like he'll get whatever kind of money he could get. Billy Bikers attack mom. It's the Philadelphia Inquirer. Oh, they charging money. Sorry guys, they charging money. All right, well, speaking of moms and protecting motherfuckers and shit, I saw this video about 3 days ago, and this is completely unrelated, believe it or not. Let's check it out. Nigga, no, don't renew shit. Run this back.
Would you kill for him?
Oh, yeah. Look at this guy. Come on. He just gives me a little smile and a giggle, and I'm like, I'll do anything.
Are you a mom?
I am a mom.
I have 2 kids. I have 5, my husband has 4, we have 9.
Whoa, baby.
How old are they?
Nah, she
He
don't
is
sound like
almost 8
wordplay.
months. 23 and 21.
That's how old you look.
Right?
Do you love them?
Well, you know, sometimes they're little shits, but you gotta love them anyway.
We're making this video in partnership with Netflix to promote their new film,
Shut
The
up.
Mother, starring Jennifer Lopez.
Shut up.
An assassin comes out of hiding to protect
Give a
her
fuck
daughter
about no
she left
assassins?
earlier in life.
Would you kill for your kid?
Here we go.
Would I kill for my kid?
Yeah.
Kill somebody?
Yeah.
Oh gosh, I don't know. I don't know how to answer that.
Would you kill for your child to protect them?
Oh, hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Absolutely.
No.
Maybe? Is that an answer? Maybe.
I'm willing to do whatever it takes as long as it's legal.
I mean, it'd take a lot. Like, that's a big thing to do.
I'm not just gonna go out and randomly kill people.
Definitely.
Yeah, of course.
She sound like wordplay.
Why is that so easy to answer?
Because, like, if I don't, who will?
I almost died having them, so I'll kill for them.
It's like mom to the rescue. Double up the cape because we already wear one.
Would you kill for your child?
No.
No.
I don't think I would kill for my children, but I do think I would be mouthy enough that somebody might murder me standing up for my children.
You don't think these things through when you do them, right? It's your mom instinct, your mama bear will come out.
If he was in danger, I would protect him, mama bear style.
Mama bear mode goes on real hard with me, so in the right circumstances, yeah, if I'm gonna save my kid's life, I'm gonna do it.
Like, what's the most mama bear thing you've had to do?
I haven't had to do anything too crazy.
Okay, well, I have had altercations, but it wasn't my fault.
Have there been situations where you had to step in?
Well, my daughter, she is openly gay. I have defended her, I have kept her safe.
My oldest is trans, and there's been a lot of bullying.
Would you cuss out a kid for your kid?
I actually did at a pool one time. I was like, you little shit, get away from my kid right now.
Yes, I went Karen, full Karen on them. There have been like little moments on the playground, but I can't fight a child, so.
You be thinking about it,
We don't want to
though.
get into a situation where I'm beating you up and I'm beating your parents up.
Almost beat up another parent. Her son kept hitting my daughter, and she's like, oh, they're just playing. And I'm like, ma'am, hello, do you want me to hit you like that? And she's like, oh, well, we'll just leave.
How far have you had to go to protect your kid?
Like a physical fight.
Who'd you have to fight?
Look at her shirt.
I have cut my parents off.
I had to
Whoa,
fight my child's father.
I was in
No, you're going too
domestic
quickly.
violence.
We don't want to get into a situation where I'm beating you up and I'm beating your parents up.
Almost beat up another
she straight
parent.
said no
Her
fast.
son kept
She was
hitting
like,
my daughter,
no.
and she's like,
She didn't think
oh,
about
they're
it more than
just
3
playing.
seconds,
And I'm
yo.
like, ma'am, hello, do you want me to hit you like that? And she's like, oh, well, we'll just leave.
How far have you had to go to protect your kid?
Like a physical fight.
Who'd you have to fight?
A family member.
I have cut my parents off.
I had to fight my child's father.
I was in a domestic violence situation.
And I had to make the decision to actually step away from that.
He was abusive towards her when she was 2.5 months
It's
old.
crazy how they like.
And that kind of was like, no, what am I doing? That's when I left.
That's crazy how they like piecing all of their story together because they telling the same story. That's crazy.
What would you say to someone who's trying to mess with your kid?
Why the fuck would you try to do that?
Fuck off. Fuck off.
Back the fuck up!
Back the fuck off. It's hard to do without a smile though, because it's awkward
She
right
said
now.
no.
Get the fuck away from my kids.
I believe her. She looked.
That was very potent.
She looked.
If
like
somebody
she
was like
believed that.
physically
She
trying to
lived
harm
that
her,
shit.
I would just start swinging. There'd be no words. We don't have time for that.
What is one thing you want your kid to remember about you?
That I will do anything that it takes to take care of him or protect him.
That I did my best, and hopefully that I was a good mom.
I wasn't perfect, but I tried the best.
You said no, bitch. Shut up.
Hope that they
I'm
always
sorry.
remember
My
that mommy
bad.
loves
Forgive
him.
me.
That I love
Lord,
him.
forgive me.
Just as simple as that. As long as he knows my love, that's all he needs.
What's something you want your kid to remember about you?
My hustle. My
No shit.
resilience, my persistence.
She made that.
Always
She made that
accepted them
sweater.
and held space for them to be themselves.
One thing I want her to remember about me is how much I loved her, and
She's crying.
how passionate I am about being her mom.
Do better than me. Be better than me. They are better than me. So,
This shit about to make me
the
cry.
world is yours.
The world looks different when you bring a child
Nope, nope. Get out of here, J-Lo. I ain't trying to hear it. J-Lo even got kids? That's a real question. She about to make a movie about being a mom. Oh, man. So any thoughts? Any thoughts on that, man? Because that had me tripping. I'm like, who be popping babies out but don't be wanting to protect them? Like, who be popping babies out but don't be taking them, like, more seriously than they take themselves? Well, I mean, I guess I could answer that second one, but damn. Who? Please, someone. Because I'm confused. I ain't never seen no shit like that. Yeah, as you can see. Why they not gonna let me play no videos, though? Is it because of whatever this browser is? That might be it. That might be why. I feel limited. think it'll be on YouTube. I can open YouTube. Check on YouTube. CBS.
This video shows a motorcyclist jumping on the back of a woman's car, shattering her back windshield just feet from City Hall.
What he didn't expect was the mama bear inside to come out and confront him. CBS News Philadelphia reporter Marcela Bayeto spoke with that woman about this incident that's now gone viral.
In this video that's going viral on social media, a biker stomps twice on Nikki Bullock's back windshield in Center City. After shattering the glass, a gun falls out of his pocket. He then picks it up and points it at the 24-year-old mother. And it didn't stop there. He proceeds to headbutt her with his helmet. All of this happening while her 2 children were sitting in the back seat.
The kids were screaming, like it was insane.
Bullock stood up for herself, pushing
Don't
the
sound like
biker and his
wordplay, yeah.
motorcycle down. I spoke to the mother today on FaceTime. She says she's grateful her girlfriend and kids are all safe.
And the only thing that protected my children from not having a bunch of glass shatter on top of them is that my back windshield was tinted.
Now, right behind me, right by City Hall, this is where witnesses say that incident happened at around 9 p.m. on Sunday. The video is now part of the Philadelphia Police Department's investigation into identifying the suspect.
That person, whoever that person is, if that person is caught and I get the chance to charge that person, we will be going very, very vigorously after that person for that conduct.
Oh, they caught that nigga.
And it's only a matter of time.
With nearly 900,000 views and counting, the viral video shot by George Colony has led to countless donations to help Bullock repair her car.
Ultimately, I'm happy that
He looked like he was up on the fucking stoplight. He was. How he get the above, John?
Views and counting.
How he get the above video?
Viral video shot by George Colony has led to countless donations to help Bullock repair her car.
Ultimately, I'm happy that people are able to support her because I can't even imagine that happening to someone like that.
I'm surprised Twitch didn't
In Center City, Marcela Bayeto, CBS News.
censor you, bro. Twitch be censoring you when you say nigga. Twitch be censoring you all the time. I'm surprised they ain't censor that shit. That's crazy. All right. Let's see if I got anything else that I ain't look into. Oh, this joint made me feel some type of way. Look at this, bro. This was doing it for me. I was watching this joint over and over earlier. It's like therapy. I had all them sweatsuits in like every color, bro. Every color I had them sweatsuits on. Alright, let's see. I think we can go ahead and get into the quote. Get ready to get on out of here. I will mention this though, because I think it's a big deal. I don't know what it means, but I think it's a big deal. So Jason Kelce, I don't know if niggas been hearing it, but like Jason Kelce is dating Taylor Swift, right? Jason Kelce plays for the Chiefs. Taylor Swift is Taylor Swift. It started a little while ago. It is a thing. Like, they just trying to, like, make all the fucking publicity and money off of it that they can. Like, it's everywhere. Like, they talking about it. I saw, like, Stephen Colbert or somebody was like, what is a Kelce and where can I get one? Like, just on regular TV. So, it's crazy because he ain't had that much fame and acclaim. Look at my cat. My cat just, and I'm good at just ignoring this shit. But, he ain't had that much fame and acclaim before. But now, because of the Taylor Swift thing, it's huge. So now I peep, this boy is selling Pfizer. He's on the commercials and shit. So it was weird to me because when Taylor Swift, she was just complaining about all of her records being bought by like George Soros and like, I think it was like the Trilateral Commission or somebody that bought all her records. And it was like, they didn't have shit to do with music. It was just weird. It was all a bunch of political heads that bought her music, her whole catalog. And she was mad about it, you know what I'm saying? And Scooter Braun is the person who sold it to her. That's the same person that Kanye was, complaining about at one point in life. But that whole connection, I don't know what that is. I don't know what to draw from it. But I'll say this. Jason Kelce is selling vaccines and shit now. So, I don't know. I'll develop this story later. We'll see how this goes. But that's where I started at. Now, with all of that said, man, let's get into a quote of the day so we can leave on a positive note. All of this is positive because the dude who did that dumb shit gonna get caught. All these mothers, I think it's good to know the perspective of people. Oh yeah, I didn't even speak on that. I think it's good to know the perspective of people, bro, because like, you don't know what motherfuckers is raised up with. Like, I be saying that shit all the time. I tell my young boy that. I'm like, yo, don't be going to people's houses or nothing like that. Like, don't be assuming people will be raised like you, because you never know how motherfuckers is raised. You never know what type of shit they came up on. So it's really unpredictable, the type of things that they consider normal and the things that they're going to try on you. So it really comes to the same thing with these mothers or these children. Like, if you wouldn't kill for your kid, then what happens if you get into an abusive relationship and get into a situation where somebody is trying to kill your kid and they say it's you or him? All they got to do is say it's you or him. So you're just going to fall back, right? What you going to do? You're going to say, oh, no, well, I could call the police. No, I mean, what if he choke you and say it's you or him? You're going to believe him, right? That's just wild to me. But like I said before, on many occasions, I try to be understanding. They know who you are now. Yeah, they ain't going to censor you no more. But yeah, I try to be understanding of people's specific situations and stuff like that. And I do know that abusive relationships are crazy. And people do feel like they can't go nowhere and they have no other options and stuff. So I will try to be understanding for that. But it's difficult for me to understand how a woman could go through so much in labor and not feel like, like the one lady said it real well. She said, I risked my life to have him. So why wouldn't I risk my life to save him? Or why wouldn't I kill to save him? Nigga, I got bros that's raised with me that don't be lined up with what mom and pop taught. Yeah, you right. You right. You right. That's true. I mean, yeah, me too. I can attest to the same exact thing. People different all over the place. People unpredictable as hell. But that's wild. Right. Right. They definitely ain't. And the thing is, it's like, it's just, I don't even know how to express it. I would say, who are these people married to? Or who are these people's men? Like, what would the men say? I would like to hear the counterparts. Like, we can make it like a game show. You know how they used to have like the dating game and one of them would be in the background and they ask them both the same questions and shit and then see if they got the same answers. I would like to see the men on the other side of these relationships and see what some of these fathers are saying. Even if they ain't in a relationship no more with the lady, I want to see what the fathers of some of these children are saying. I don't know. They all gonna say, yeah, I'd do it, but that's that machismo shit. So I kind of wouldn't even take that so seriously, right? Women just happen to be more inherently honest about things like that. I don't know if they signed an NDA, but all those women did seem like they was pretty honest and they was being pretty vulnerable. Not NDA, I'm sorry. A waiver or something. I don't know if they signed something or agreed to be a certain way, but they all did seem like they was pretty vulnerable and honest, and transparent. Yeah, but I want to see what some of them fathers was thinking. That's a crazy video. Matter of fact, fuck, did I move off from the video? I think I did move off from the video. I want to read one or two comments since I'm here.
Etsy has wow.
Pause. All right. Shout out to the parents who have left domestic abusive relationships to save not only themselves but their kids. Yeah, shout out to them. It's so comforting to know how much my parents love me. This motherfucker must have saw their parents fuck somebody up for him. You see that? That's crazy. All right. It's sickening to hear them say no. Ooh, 970 likes. So many people not liking, though. Is that a cup half empty perspective? I don't understand how you could say no to killing someone to protect your child. If it's your child or someone else you're telling me you'd willingly allow your child to die, it's always going to be my family above anyone else. Okay. Are we just going to skip the fact that some of these women said no? No, we're not skipping that fact. We're fucking stuck on that. Motherhood isn't easy. Perhaps to all the strong women who are who are taking care of their children and making sure they're safe and sound. All right, I got to do that whole shit again. I fucked that all up. Motherhood isn't easy. Props. Did I say perhaps? I don't know. Props to all the strong women who are taking care of their children and making sure they're safe and sound. Of course you're going to get a bunch of likes on that. Kudos. Yeah, same shit. The get the fuck away from my kid woman had a lot of practice saying that. I like this one. I got sexually harassed at school 2 weeks ago, and the child who did it to me is still in school. My mom called the police, and ever since then, she's been in school, shouting and fighting for me. Love you, Mom. Edit. Come on, man. Part 2. Edit. I'm leaving the school as the boy has made a GC. I don't know what that is, y'all. And told me I'm a liar. And the only people defending me are teachers, my friends, and family. Shit, that's a lot of people. I love you guys who are replying. Damn, they got 21 replies. I ain't even gonna get into all that. Let's get into the quote of the day, babies. All right, so I went Picasso today. I went very random. I said, I want an artist. That was it. So, that looks pretty cool. Here you go. I'd like to live as a poor man with lots of money. Oh, if only. The purpose of art is washing the dust of daily life off our souls. That seems apt. Well, on that note, I want you guys to go and enjoy some art, and I'm going to leave you to that. I want you to go and take this day and wipe the dust off of your daily life. Wipe the dust of daily life off of your soul. And I think I'm going to go do the same thing. With that said, if you ain't following, follow your boy. You can also watch this stuff at YouTube, repost it. YouTube, A Fancy Clown. Check out TRN Podcast, the realest podcast in these streets and on these cybers. You can listen to that on Apple, Spotify, and any of these other places. You can also join the A Fancy Clown Discord. Link is on the Twitch page. You're getting aggressive now. And I think that's it for now. Thanks for hanging out. Y'all be blessed. Go enjoy some art. Get your soul clean. Peace. Bless, King of Kings.